Right, let's move on to my last and most controversial thing.
Uh-oh.
And once again, this is a local Bangor thing, so if you're not from Bangor, you don't care about this. But City Council, we are a town of or city of like roughly 30,000 people. We have more homeless people here, especially in our downtown, which would be like our flagship cool area, than I ever used to see when I lived in Brooklyn. Like it is out of control. Tent cities, crazy. I don't know why they're coming, but they're not from here. They're not even from Maine. A lot of them from Connecticut, these weird places. I know they're coming here for programs and welfare and whatnot. And that's fine. I don't mind having them come. We lost 2,000 people in population over the past decade, so we need more people. So immigrants from Ukraine, whatever, let's take them. But we need to do something with them. We can't be letting them live on the streets. Like when you go downtown, there's a soup kitchen there, a church right in the intersection. People are walking around. Like I saw a guy the other day naked. There's a video. There's a website you got to check out on Facebook called Bangor Area Tweakers. I think you have to apply to join. But oh my God, some of the videos in there. Kat, you want to tell them about the lady at the gas station and what she did?
Thank you for bringing that up again. I didn't want to relive that image, but there is a video of a large woman, clearly high on drugs, at a gas station that I've used
on Main Street.
On Main Street, sticking it in her vagina.
Sticking what now, Kat? We need some more clarification. What's
the gas, the thing
the pump.
The pump.
Oh yeah, that's right. She stuck it right up her hoo-ha.
People touch that. I didn't laugh at it. People laugh, think it's disgusting. Obviously, it pisses me off because sometimes I'm getting gas with my daughter. God forbid Zoe wanted to help me that day and touch the same pump that girl put in her vagina. Yeah, something's gotta come on.
And once again, I'm not forget about politics. It's not left or right or any of that. We are not San Francisco. We are not Los Angeles. Like we don't. Why do we have Skid Row happening in Bangor?
Quaint city, okay, with a lot of small businesses trying to make a living, and they want to be supported. We support them, but people are, using their bathrooms to bathe, just sitting and squatting, begging people for money. For example, today I took Zoe to. It's Sunday, by the way. I took her to Bagel Central downtown. On our way out, a homeless man asked us for money, which is fine. But again, it's too often. It's not the same city I grew up in. Zoe's 9. I used to play outside all the time without my mom there. I would never, ever let Zoe go outside and do that alone. Maybe I'm like crazy and too worried about things, but something's gonna happen. Needles everywhere. It's sickening. It's sad, and
yeah. The days of having your doors unlocked, car or home or whatever, are over. I had to install during the pandemic. It got crazy because they weren't allowing as many of the homeless in the homeless shelter for health reasons, and so they were breaking into my property. And one of them kicked
sleeping
out a
in
fence.
entryways.
Yeah, there was like a 15-year-old kid that overdosed in the driveway. On
fecal
heroin.
matter. There's fecal matter in places that it should not be, and it's not from dogs.
And once again, I'm not trying to be cruel. I'm not like some right-wing, kill off the homeless. That's not it. But something needs to be done. And I know Ronald Reagan years ago cut the federal funding for all the loony bins, and there was a good reason for that. They were doing lobotomies and straitjackets, all these crazy things that they weren't taking care of them, more or less. But in modern times, I think we need to reopen some of those facilities with good care, make sure everybody's being taken care of.
Reevaluate the situation and figure out
there was
a
actually
solution.
Yeah, there was a guy. He went to prison for like a year, but he broke into my house. I was actually out of town and saw him on the cameras and called the cops, and they arrested him. And I remember when they were bringing him to court, I think they called me afterwards. I don't know, it was the assistant DA or whatever, just to let me know the outcome. And she more or less said that she's like, oh, he's insane. And I was like, okay, I wasn't mad at him anyway. Who knows what people have reasons are for breaking in, and maybe he's starving. I don't know. But I've seen him now 3 times walking around downtown Bangor talking to himself. I also have seen him on the scanner page and the Neighbors app that he's tried to break into 3 other houses since he's gotten out of jail for breaking into mine. So as a community, we kind of need to say, okay, these people need a place to go. They can't be living in a tent city shooting heroin.
We don't let rabid dogs, we don't let rabid animals run around the city. It's kind of the same thing. It's dangerous.
They need to be taken care of. Their existence now, peeing and pooping outside their tent in negative 30-degree weather.
And shooting up drugs.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my rant about that, Bangor City Council. So
let's help them. Let's help them clean up and become a good member of society if they're mentally capable. Let's do something, please.
And I was about to say, we're probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but once again, I'm just asking for solutions here. I'm not disparaging the homeless. It's a lot of their time. It's not their fault. I understand that happens, but they need to be taken care of.
Exactly.
And so rather than coming at us in the comments and saying, you guys are idiots, you're selfish, blah, blah, blah. If you're going to comment on this, please come up with some ideas for things to do. My idea is to get some funding to reopen loony bins or psychiatric hospitals, whatever you want to call them, the correct term now, but they can't be living on the street anymore.
Nope, it's not safe for them or us. So there's that.
Yep. Anything else you want to say? I think my camera's been slowly coming down.
It is slowly. You're slowly falling. I think that's pretty much it. Can't wait to do the next interview. If you guys have any ideas on who we should interview next or what we should talk about, shoot us a comment. If you want to be interviewed, by all means, come at us. Maybe we can make something happen. I kind of want to talk about, like, the next thing I want to talk about is relationships and sexuality. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Cool.
You know,
there was a woman that does that, and I was her snowplow guy for a while. And I think she got mad at me because winter came once, and she was like, "Oh, you're gonna be my plow guy again?" And I forgot about her, and my truck had broken down, so I wasn't doing it. So I just shot her text. It was like the night a storm was coming, and she's like, "Oh, gee, thanks for letting me know." So I think she might have been salty that I just ditched her.
She wanted Chaz to say, "I'll be your plow guy."
But that being said, I think if I reached out to her, she might want to be interviewed. I think she's a psychiatrist. She might even be a sex therapist.
I think that'd be great. A lot of people want to hear and talk about that stuff.
And I'm not sure she even lives, or if you're a therapist yourself, or once again, we interview anyone and everyone. This podcast. My cousin John Pedersen, shout out to John, made fun of me. He's like, "You need to be more specific and have a thing." It's like, no, we just
miscellaneous. It's a miscellaneous.
Like today we're talking about homeless in Bangor. Tomorrow we might be talking about how to do makeup from Zimbabwe. Like, I don't know. Anyway, love you all.
Hey, it would also be cool to do a tattoo artist. Maybe we could video them tattooing. Anyways, lots to talk about next time. See ya.